let me start first explaining the name Big Dutchman.
How is Big Dutchman making food production sustainable?
An average consumption, people eat 380 eggs per capita per year.
For you to build such a huge infrastructure here,
Very good question.
plus points that you're seeing that could entice other investors to come and invest here.
Malaysia, as I mentioned earlier, is a very developed market.
How Invest Selangor is helping investors.
We were luckily enough with the support of Invest Selangor. With our global headquarters in Germany, we have a presence in over 100 countries. Hi, I'm Jan Hofstede, President of Big Dutchman Asia. This is our story.
With presence in over 100 countries, Big Dutchman is a world market leader in feeding systems and supplies equipment for modern poultry production. The German company set up base in Malaysia in the early 90s. Recognizing the fast-paced development in the most populous continent in the world, in 2017 the company set up a €25 million regional head office with logistics center for the Asia-Pacific right here in Klang, Selangor. In this episode, we find out why Big Dutchman chose the Golden State to expand their business and how Invest Selangor has helped them to face their challenges here.
Hi, you are watching Investment Insider with me, Cynthia Ng. Joining me on the show today is a very special guest, Mr. Jan Hofstede. He is the president of BD Agriculture Malaysia Sdn Bhd, the Asian arm of Big Dutchman. Welcome, Mr. Hofstede, and thank you for having us at your office here.
Thanks for having me.
Now, I would like to start with understanding a bit more about Big Dutchman.
All right.
This is the Asia-Pacific headquarters for the company. In fact, the largest center outside of your headquarters in Germany. Tell us about why this region is so important to Big Dutchman.
Okay, let me start first explaining the name Big Dutchman, because that's of course a very strange name for outsiders. Okay, Big Dutchman was founded in 1938 by two Dutch immigrants to the USA, and because of their Dutch heritage, they named the company Big Dutchman. So we maintain that name. At the moment, it's in German ownership. It's a German family-owned company, and we are world's largest producer for livestock equipment, mainly for the production of eggs and chicken meat. Asia offers for us, in our line of business, tremendous potential. When people have more spendable income because of economic growth, the first thing people invest in is in food. So chicken and eggs are, of course, very key essential food ingredients. This is for us now, or for the past 20 years, and also in the future, a fantastic opportunity.
So you were very instrumental in setting up the Malaysian operations back in 1992. Wow. Tell us about that journey and how the company has grown in the last 20 or plus years in Malaysia.
I moved to Malaysia in 1992. And at that time we started the business out of a bungalow in Damansara Utama with only 3 people. So, and we were representing the offices out of Germany and out of the US. And basically we were selling their equipment, produced overseas. Malaysia's growth, Malaysia, as I mentioned earlier, is a very developed market in our field. So an average consumption, people eat 380 eggs per capita per year. So look at that in comparison to, let's say, Indonesia, only 130 eggs, or countries like Bangladesh with 160 million people, or Pakistan with 200 million people. They only eat less than 40 eggs. So that's where our potential is. And of course we use Malaysia as our hub to export our products out to the region.
I want to talk a bit about technology and innovation, because that's what your company it does, right? What it does really well. So one of the major concerns all over the world is can the agricultural sector keep up with the increasing food demand globally, right?
Yes.
And technology innovation plays a very important role in that. So tell us about how is Big Dutchman making food production sustainable?
We are part of the bigger picture to feed the world, right? So there's a lot of innovations going on in genetics to make sure that we can keep up with the production of food to the people, to the ever-growing number of people. Agriculture, or rather intensive farming, has a lot of negatives. I mean, in the media, negatives in relations to animal welfare.
Correct.
Also negatives in relations to byproducts. So it's not only the eggs that the chicken produce, but they also produce, of course, the normal feces that you have to get rid of. So that's where we come in. There's many different ways to deal with these products, with these byproducts, and to even turn them into a profitable or organic fertilizer. So that part of the supply chain we also cover via our innovative products, which are, whereby the regulations are probably a little bit stricter in Europe than what they are in Asia, but we gradually moving into the same direction. So,
tell us about the business ecosystem that is supportive for growth, like for a company like Big Dutchman, right?
Yeah.
And setting up in Malaysia, particularly Selangor and Klang, where your base is located right now, what are the pieces that have to be in place for a company like yours to grow?
we rely heavily on local suppliers. So we don't produce ourselves. We operate a little bit like the car industry. So we design the products. We own the tools to manufacture the products. We quite often buy the raw material for the products, so we guarantee the quality of our end product, and then we hand those things over to selective partners who manufacture parts for us. So plastic parts, steel parts, roll forming parts, and of course those are plenty available around KL in the Selangor region. So we make use of that infrastructure, and we have developed a very good network of partners over the last 20 odd years.
Well, thank you for explaining about Big Dutchman. We'll take a short break, but when we come back, I'd like you to tell us a bit more about your company and your very beautiful warehouse right here at Klang Selangor.
Thank you.
Thank you for staying with us. Earlier in the show, we got the opportunity to know Big Dutchman a bit better, why they set up their operations in Malaysia, particularly in Selangor, and how do they intend to grow the business here. Now, Mr. Jan Hofstede is still with me on the show. Now, I'd like to get to my next question, which is really to understand what are some of the challenges that are unique to your business, your industry. I mean, in Asia alone, it produces at least a third of the poultry meat worldwide, and definitely a lot of opportunity as well as pressure.
So, as I mentioned from the start, we are a family-owned business. So the owners of our company they don't really want to rent. They wanted to buy, and they want to invest in the country, partly of course to make money, but also partly to show our commitment towards the region. So from the early days we selected Malaysia because it had the ability for us to own our own facility. So there were a few, of course, limitations. We did not want to own leasehold land, and we wanted to be 100% foreign owned. So Malaysia, or rather Selangor, offered us that possibility. We found this beautiful piece of land, 19 acres here in Bukit Raja. Over the years, of course, we moved a few times, but here's ultimately where we end up and hopefully will stay. And we are a 100% foreign-owned company, and that's what we were looking for, and that's what Selangor offered us.
How did Invest Selangor help you overcome some of the hurdles that you have faced?
Okay, well, Invest Selangor, together with MIDA, were very instrumental for our growth. They were very supportive, especially building this facility here. There's a lot of hurdles, a lot of bureaucracy, a lot of delay or potential delays. Invest Selangor helped us a lot to speed up the whole application for all the permits during the planning phase of the building this facility. During the MCO, of course, like any businesses, we were completely shut down when they announced the MCO, and as the market gradually opened up, we were luckily enough, with the support of Invest Selangor, that we were being given the essential business label. So we were, after 3 weeks, we were already able to operate our business, even though with a skeleton staff, and gradually we increased that staff, but we were able to supply our customers with the products that they need to produce eggs, to produce chickens, which are essential, of course, to feed the people.
I understand that Big Dutchman also have operations in neighboring countries like Thailand, Myanmar, Indonesia, Philippines, in Myanmar, and as well as in Australia, right? I just want to understand, what are the competitive advantage that Malaysia, specifically Selangor, has to offer compared to other places for you to build such a huge infrastructure here, being the hub for Asia Pacific?
Okay, well,
Big Dutchman.
all these offices you mentioned, they are sales and service offices. So we only have one logistics center, and that's Malaysia. So from here we ship all the goods that we manufacture locally to Japan, to Korea, all the way down to Australia, to India, Myanmar, Vietnam, Thailand. We need a local sales force to sell our products, and we need a local service apparatus to install, and to very important also to service our equipment, because we're dealing with livestock, so time is of essence there. You cannot wait, maybe sometimes you cannot even wait for a few hours to service your customers, because your chicken might actually die in the meantime. So you need the spare parts, you need the service. So all these countries, we have offices with spare parts and the service staff available to service our customers. But Malaysia, that's our regional hub. From here, we distribute all our products.
What's the next plan for growth for Big Dutchman in this region?
Very good question. Well, we still have quite a bit of empty land here next door for us to grow. Our future plan for growth is just to keep up with the demand. That's basically it. I mean, we still see tremendous potential here, especially in the growing countries like the Pakistan, like the Bangladesh, like the Vietnam, all these fast-growing, I must say, huge population countries that still have a lot of mouths to be fed.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Hofstad, for your time, and thank you for having us at your beautiful office. Thank you.
Thank you.
You've been watching Investment Insider with me, Cynthia Ng. Till the next episode, we'll see you again next time. Goodbye. Contributes to the success of the company?
One is obviously, having been in the game for a long time. We are confident that the second half of this year would be better than the first half.